everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us at San Diego FC's global headquarters here in Little Italy. We welcome you today to San Diego FC's official presentation of the club's newest signings. U.S. men's national team midfielder Luca Torre and Danish winger and designated player Dreyer. Today I'm excited to welcome on stage San Diego FC sporting director Tyler Heaps, San Diego FC head coach Mike Ibarras, San Diego FC midfielder Luca Torre, and San Diego FC winger Dreyer. Welcome, guys. Now to kick things off, I'd like to welcome to the stage San Diego FC CEO Tom Penn.
Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to San Diego FC global headquarters. So cool to see so many familiar faces and a couple of new faces we get to welcome. I have had the privilege of being out at the Sharp Healthcare Performance Center and seeing what we're up to. And I know the media's been out a couple different times, but today's sort of a cool moment where we get to stop and celebrate the first 8 days of training and then the 22 months of work that have gone into getting to this point. I want to congratulate and commend Tyler and Mark and our sporting team and Mikey for putting together a roster. 23 players now, Tyler? 23 players signed for the first team. That is not an easy thing to do. And the fact that we're adding 2 impact players right now sort of rounds things out and gets us to where it's go time. And we're ready to roll. And we're fortunate to have Luca and Anders join us now so they have enough time to mesh with the rest of the team. And I will say that we have good people in that locker room. And these 2 guys are going to be great additions, tremendous talents. Luca coming back home. Welcome back home, Luca. And Anders joining us from Europe. More on these guys from Tyler and Mikey, but I would just like to officially say welcome to the club, gentlemen. And we look forward to you performing spectacularly at Snapdragon Stadium starting March 1st. Get your tickets now. Welcome.
Thanks, Tom. And I'd like to give word to San Diego FC sporting director Tyler Heaps. Tyler.
Thanks, Vicky, and thanks everybody for coming today. Another exciting moment for the club. There's been a lot of firsts in the last couple of weeks, and this one we're really excited for. A big welcome to Luca and Anders, 2 players that we have high expectations for here in San Diego, and really excited to get on the grass and started. It's no secret that this league is won and lost by difference makers, and I have no doubt that these 2 are key difference makers for us here in San Diego in year 1. Really excited to welcome a player of Luca's caliber home, as Vicky mentioned and Tom mentioned, somebody that obviously whose career started here, but didn't have the opportunity at an MLS club to go into. So obviously a huge credit to him taking his career and taking a risk and a chance to go over to Europe and having a ton of success there, which has obviously led to him being a national team player. And he's somebody from a footballing standpoint we think fits perfectly in terms of what we want to do, being able to control the game from a midfield standpoint, but also being able to contribute in and around the box. And then Anders, somebody again that we're really excited to have join us. He is again somebody who took a risk at a young age and has proven that he can play across a number of different leagues. So we're really excited to get him in front of the fans here in San Diego and be a difference maker. And Tom mentioned it, but we're really happy with being able to get these players in with 5 weeks to go in preseason. It's been a very good first week, credit to Mikey and his staff. But we're really excited now to hit the ground running and play our first competitive game this weekend. But also to continue to grow the club with Anders and Luca. So a big welcome from me to Anders and Luca for trusting this project and really looking forward to getting them out on the field in front of you guys.
Thanks, Tyler. We'll now take comments from San Diego FC head coach Mike Ibarras. Mikey.
Yeah, just really excited for both of these signings. We're a real football club now. We've said it from the beginning. We're a football club first and foremost, centered around the footballer for a football community. And I think that last step was getting footballers in the building. And now they're there, and credit to the recruitment department. We've gotten not only great talents, but we have fantastic human beings, guys who are hungry. Both these guys have taken risks, as Tyler has said, in their careers. They're taking a chance on us now. We're taking, and we know that they're gonna play amazing for us, but they've also taken big risks earlier in their careers. They're guys who don't want to be inside their comfort zones. They're guys who are extremely competitive, really, really unique, special qualities, and they're gonna help us be very competitive.
Thank you, Mikey. And I'll take comments from San Diego State midfielder, Luca.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mikey, to Tyler, to the fans and everyone around the club. Have been really amazing and welcoming back home. It's been really great the last few days, and I'm really excited to get started.
Luca, go ahead, Anders.
Yeah, like the same as Luca said. I'm very happy to be here. Looking forward to play in front of amazing fans. Yeah, just looking forward to join the group on the grass and kick some ball.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anders. Now I'll open it up to questions from media in the room. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and we'll have Mike hand it over to you.
Mikey, good morning. Alejandro with San Diego Club de Fútbol. What does it feel like to just have a second DP signing with Anders joining the team now, and just overall finding that right winger that you guys have been looking for and letting us know that you've been looking for?
Yeah, it's extremely exciting. It's motivating also because we're gonna have an attack that is really potent. Each player, we have 7 players in the front line. All of them have talent. All of them have work ethic. It's going to be a tremendous competition amongst the 7 of them. All of them can impact in this league, and Anders is no exception. He's got tremendous quality, left foot, final pass, goal scoring instinct, combination. He can create space for himself. He can create for others. And most importantly, 2 things that I really love about him is 1, he works for his teammates off the ball in terms of pressing. He's willing to be a warrior in that sense, and also he wants to get better. He knows that he still has other levels that he can get to.
Mikey back here in the back, Nick James, KUSI. I wanted to ask you how important it was to bring Luca back home and have someone from San Diego in the lineup.
Yeah, I've said multiple times how this region's been waiting for this. This is a football region. And when we talk about this region, it's not just the city of San Diego, it's the 18 communities, it's Baja California, it's Tijuana. This entire region's been waiting for something. It's a football-centric community. To bring someone born and raised here, I think is an important message. Not only about who we want to be on the field, because he's a fantastic player. He's going to help us connect from build-up into finishing attacks. He's very quick on the dribble. Technique, you're not going to find many midfielders in the league that can rival him. Game IQ, just how he moves, how he works for his teammates. But on top of that, the biggest message is we have San Diego homegrown on the team from the beginning, and I think that's always an extra plus for every single resident and person who grew up here.
And I got one more for Luca. Luca, how cool is it to be back home and just be back in front of the family, friends, and everybody? How cool is that, man?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. It's something that I didn't really think about before, but it's really special to be able to play for your city where you're from. It's not something that everyone gets the chance to do. I would have loved if this was here 10 years ago, to be honest. But yeah, I'm so happy to be back, to be able to play in front of my parents and people I've known my whole life. So I'm really happy.
Over here.
For Anders, could you just speak to us why now did you decide to make a move to the MLS, and what does it mean to play with some of your Danish teammates from the national tour?
I I think when I heard about the project and a new club San Diego, I was convinced that that was something I would love to join. And I got the opportunity, and yeah, it was an easy choice to go over here. And like Mikey said, that make myself a better player. I believe I have next level in my game, and that's something I think I can achieve here to be even better. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hi, Morvilla for Diario AS from Spain. For all players, what it says in Europe about San Diego that made you decide to come here? What is the noise that this team is making across the world?
Yeah, there's more and more interest in the MLS from players in Europe. A lot of my teammates ask me about it all the time, obviously about San Diego being such a great place to live in California. I think that the league is only going to grow, and when I come here and when I see the facilities and the staff and the professionalism and the investment, to be honest, it's really impressive. It's not something that is everywhere in Europe, so I think that the league will continue to.
Hi, Gianna Menezes from the Cine Deportivo. Luca, what do you think about your player, about your characters in this team? What do you think about the different nationalities, the players? Coach, es un gran problema el que va a tener en la mitad de la cancha para poder tomar las soluciones y elegir su once titular.
Bueno, como profe, yo quiero estos tipos de problemas. Las decisiones difíciles para el profe es cuando tienes un plantel con mucho talento y todo el mundo rendiendo para el equipo. Este es un problema muy bueno. ¿Okay? Y ya cuando llega el momento, durante el entrenamiento y los partidos amistosos, se van a competir entre ellos para elegir. Lo otro es que tenemos muchos jugadores que se puede jugar en varias posiciones. Entonces, por ejemplo, Luca puede jugar de 6, puede jugar de 8, también puede jugar de 10. Anders es un 7, pero también puede jugar de 11, puede jugar de 10, puede jugar entre líneas. Entonces tenemos mucha variabilidad también, pero es una problema muy buena.
Yeah, just to answer the part of your question about, I think you were asking about the diversity of the team is also interesting for me, with the roots of the Right to Dream program in the club. We have a pretty diverse team, a lot of guys from Scandinavia, like Anders, guys with roots in California, and I think it's going to be a great locker room to be a part of, with those different experiences coming in and contributing.
This question's for Luca. I'm curious, with the World Cup coming next year, did you talk to Pochettino prior to making the decision to coming to the Major League Soccer? Or was it just kind of like having those consistent minutes a big reason as to why you came over here?
Yeah, in my career I've always made decisions to prioritize putting myself on the fields. I believe that everything follows from that. I feel like this is a really good chance to do that, to get back to playing every week, to being the best version of myself, and if I do that, then opportunities with the national team will come in the future, I'm sure.
Alejandro Guzman for TG Sports. Two questions for Anders. Anders, what you know about your new teammates, and I would like to know if in your last day as an underdog player you had the opportunity to meet or hang out with Cesar El Chino Huerta. Thank you.
Huerta, I only trained with him for a couple of days, but of course he was a good player. I saw he scored in his debut also, which is great for him and for Anderlecht as well. What was the first question?
What do you know about your new teammates here in San Diego? See, like Chucky Lozano, Dreyer, Thomas Angel. What do you know of them?
Of course I knew the Danish guys, which went over here. And then of course I'll have to find out who my teammates are. And I'm really looking forward to that. Just to be a part of the dressing room and the facilities, and get to know every player each by each, and of course now I'm just looking forward to train with them and get to know them. Like Luca said, I think it's a very good group, and it's I think that, and I know that it will be quite easy to settle in with all new players, and just a good group.
Heriberto Muñoz del periódico Frontera. Para Mikey, ¿cómo es el proceso que queda de tu parte para elegir a los jugadores? Sé que también trabajas de la mano con Tyler, pero veo que los dos llegan por razones muy específicas. ¿Qué tanto los estudias? ¿Qué tantos nombres pasan por esa lista? Y al final, ¿cómo es que se decide que van a ser ellos los refuerzos?
Bueno, acá tenemos un proceso bastante definido, donde tenemos un network de scouting que están siempre viendo jugadores. Tenemos un asistente director deportivo, Mark, que maneja todo ese proceso con Tyler, y hay muchas cosas que está pasando detrás de otras puertas, y después siempre estamos manejando perfiles bien claros, qué tipo de estilo de juego queremos jugar, quién tenemos ya en el plantel y cómo puede venir el próximo, porque cuando firmamos uno cambia un poquito el otro que queremos firmar, pero tenemos un equipo de recruitment de 10 puntos que nos ayuda mucho.
This question is for Luca. Luca back here in the back. John Howard from CBS 8 San Diego. A couple of background questions, then an open-ended question. Did you ever attend high school here in San Diego? How old were you when you moved to England? And how much more talent is there in youth soccer and soccer amongst the high schoolers here in San Diego?
Yeah, I went to Torre High School for 1 year, and then I left to England. I would say, as far as the youth football here, it's one of the best in the country, definitely. I think when I was 13, 14 years old, 9 or 10 out of the 11 starters on the youth national teams were all from Southern California, from San Diego. So I know that the academy here is going to be really strong once that gets up and running, and it's something that I like the idea of being a part of. That I know that a lot of the kids that I played with when I was young were as good as me, but maybe without this year they didn't have the opportunity to become professional. So I'm happy that this is here.
And will you enjoy the focus on you as the San Diegan on San Diego FC?
Yeah, of course, it's just support. I've received nothing but positive messages and a lot of love, and it really makes me happy.
Wait for the mic to come up here. Then here in front.
Gracias. Hola Mikey, ¿qué tal? Buenos días. Brandon Briz para Televisa California. Tomando en cuenta que este es un plantel, una franquicia nueva, que ya prácticamente está en su totalidad reforzada, armada, ¿cuál es el objetivo ideal en cuanto a estadística que tiene usted con su equipo para una posición final en temporada regular?
Bueno, primer objetivo es encajar un equipo. Son 23 jugadores que no se conocían antes, entonces el primer paso tenemos que aprender quién somos, cómo entrenamos, qué estilo de juego jugamos. Después el segundo paso es tenemos que ganar el primer partido en la historia de San Diego FC. Esto es fundamental, y ganarlo jugando bien al fútbol, jugando un fútbol proactivo con iniciativa. Y después de esto tenemos que pelear peleas. Este es un plantel que tiene talento. Yo tengo mucha confianza que el cuerpo técnico y el staff trabajan a un nivel muy alto. Entonces trabajando juntos con el liderazgo acá, sí, tenemos que pelear playoffs ya de la primera.
I have a question for both of the players. You guys, what can fans expect from you both? And what are you most excited about joining the UFC in this inaugural season?
To start playing football over here. I think, like also said before, the MLS is growing and growing, and good players over here, and just to get started and start the adventure with this amazing team.
Yeah, I think everyone's really looking forward to the home opener on March 1st. I think the atmosphere will be really special, and the team will be ready by then to play really open, attacking football and to entertain people and bring them back.
Is there any questions from anyone else in the crowd? Luca also answers in Spanish if you have questions for Luca.
En español. Pues lo que decías en español, ¿qué significa regresar a San Diego para ti y que ahora tengan a este equipo ya en la Major League Soccer?
Ya, como he dicho antes, es muy especial jugar en casa, no todos los jugadores tienen esa oportunidad en su carrera. Y soy muy feliz para estar aquí y tener la experiencia para jugar en una liga nueva para mí y tengo ganas para empezar.
Any other questions for Luca in Spanish? All right, we'll go to questions on Zoom. We have Charlie Boehm joining us on Zoom. Let Ray help us back there.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you, Charlie. Go ahead.
You guys hear me?
Yes, can you hear us? We're good.
Okay, thank you. This question is from Mikey and Tyler. I was just wondering what made Anders the choice for your designated player slot. Obviously, we know in MLS those are extremely influential players and important decisions as to who gets that roster designation.
Yeah, from my end, it was simple. He's a difference maker who works hard, has a growth mindset, and has other levels to get to. So it's a perfect combination for our coach.
Yeah, I think from my standpoint, from recruitment and scouting, look, there are many players on the list. I think what stood out from Anders is his ability to impact the game in different ways. He can play with his left, he can play with his right, he can be that inside winger that we were looking for. But also he's in the prime age of his career. I mean, at 26 years old, we still think he has a tremendous amount of growth still to come, but also he's ready to hit the ground running. So it was a number of different factors that go into it, and then comes the budget and everything else. But we think we landed on a player that can really impact and excite the crowd here.
Thank you, Charlie. If you have any more, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll now do a brief photo opportunity. Thank you guys, welcome.